Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. Welcome to the community, welcome to the channel. This is the first time you are seeing me. Please consider liking and subscribing. We're Real Tech for Real People. Today's video is actually going to be a pretty quick one for me. We are a discussion-based therapy tech channel. We just talk about technology, show technology, games, everything. Thank you for joining me today. What I want to talk about today is usage with any technology that you purchase. And I was reminded of this as we've recently been talking about brighter OLEDs, 8K, contrast ratio, all the different things that we talk about, but a lot of us talking about new technology. And we tend to forget about is our own usage. What are we actually using that panel for? Which to me is really the most important thing. Meaning, paying for features you may not need, trying to future-proof. But if you're somebody, for instance, that's not a big gamer, you can really enjoy, even if you are a big gamer, you can really enjoy panels without HDMI 2.1 and save quite a bit of money. Now, this channel is going to talk about new technology. I will see the Sony A90J this Saturday at Value Electronics. We'll spend some time with it, go through the settings, compare it to the A9G and a CX. My CX is there, going to be getting calibrated next week, so we'll be able to look at that as well. But I was thinking as I was in my car, and it's about 48 degrees and the top's off. And I have a Jeep Wrangler, and I was at a friend's house, and his wife has a Wrangler, and it's a couple years newer than mine, and it has a hardtop on it. Within the first few minutes, my top of my Wrangler was already off, even though it's cold out. I don't put the top on often unless it's freezing out, but when it's a little bit warm out, top's off. When it gets really warm out, doors come off. And it reminded me of why I bought it and why I made the choices I made in purchasing it. Sorry about the shaky camera, no tripod in the car right now. But I could tell that the top of her Wrangler had never come off. You could just see the way it just had never moved. And I said, well, why didn't she ever take the top off? He said, well, she never really did. It was just not really her thing. And I thought about that in regards to usage. You know, what are you using your technology for, or whatever it is in life that we purchase? So what I'm saying is that you compromise some things for others. So for me, you know, my wife does not like being in my Wrangler, either do my kids. They would rather be in her much nicer SUV, the warming seats, and, you know, the more comfortable drive. Now, newer Wranglers do have all the amenities that higher end cars have, but there's some things that you compromise. It's a bit of a bumpier ride. It's a little bit of a noisy ride. My Wrangler's a little bit older. I like it older. I like that Mad Max look to it. But you do compromise what you would get in a higher end car, the drive, some power, handling. So I was thinking that, you know, my friend's wife had purchased a Wrangler, never took the top off of it, and has had kind of a similar bumpy ride and commuted with it. It's a louder ride. And though she liked the look of it, she never really used it for what it was meant for. And he had mentioned to me that she was never really fond of it and wished she had got something else. Meaning that purchase on what you're going to use the most. 8K. People think that me talking about 8K that I don't like 8K. My next panel after my CX will be 8K. It's not that, and I'll use it probably for many of you with PC. What I try to do is help you guys make an informed decision, not just push new products, not just tell you you have to get this. If I can get you to get something or even hold on to what you have, I'm more interested in that as a community. I don't sell any products on the channel. I'm not trying to push products. I'll show you new products. I'll help you decide in the comments what you can purchase as a friend. Just basically sharing information with one another. But what I'm sitting here with this analogy is it's kind of warm out. There's still ice out here. And the top's off. Meaning for me, that choice of this vehicle, though it's not for everyone, is exactly what I want. to the point where if someone asked me if I wanted a new Wrangler, I'm like, I don't know if that would be worth it. I like mine. I like the look of it. I like everything about it. It's not perfect. Sounds a lot like our technology. So you can chase a higher peak brightness. You can say that you want like the Sony A90J, which I've already seen footage of, looks amazing. And I will see it in person. But in a dark room, maybe you would need that extra peak brightness. In a bright room, maybe you want that peak brightness. Do you follow me? So we have to figure out what it is we do for usage. If you're a gamer and you can enjoy 4K 60 with HDR and have an amazing experience, especially with a great pixel response, any of the other OLEDs, any of the LEDs from the last few years will be great, and you'll save a lot of money and maybe get a larger panel if that fits into your usage. But for me, budget is so important. Where it's located in your home is so important, but usage, what you're using it for. Sometimes we chase the specs, we chase what people say is important, we chase all these things, and then you realize you're not really utilizing that. Let's let this truck pass by. So important to know what you like, which is why I share that analogy. Here I am with a vehicle that no one would look twice at, and I love it. And in the summer, taking the doors off of it, I had a blast. I love driving around. I do drive off-road with it. But then to see my friend's wife, who clearly could have a Range Rover or one of these higher-end Mercedes, whatever, she's been driving this uncomfortable car for quite a few years and never really enjoying the best aspects of it. She's afraid to drive in the snow as well. So it just kind of reminded me of you guys, and that's what I do a lot on this channel. I'm always thinking about the community, always thinking about technology and how it pertains to our everyday life. And I thought that analogy is something that you guys would appreciate. So when you hear my opinions, people in the comments below, which is just as valuable as my opinion, other channels, forums, try and discern from what they're saying what fits your specific needs. And I've mentioned this on the channel many times. When people ask me what the best display is, there is no best. There is what's best for you. If it's something that is more affordable, fits your needs, fits your home, your family, that's what's more important than what I think is best. I'd much rather have you get a larger, more affordable panel that fits your needs if you want a larger panel, versus chasing the critics or chasing the reviews and getting a much more expensive, smaller panel, unless that's what you want, unless you're going to be close to it. So I'm at 7 minutes. That's a short video for me, but let me know what analogies you can put with this as well. The channel is doing amazing, more discussion-based topics. We have more gaming, we'll have more comparisons, we'll have newer displays coming throughout the year. I'll be at Value Electronics this weekend. Again, my CX will be back. But we talk about why I wanted to keep the CX in one of the other videos. 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. I do game hardcore. I'm in a completely dark room. I do enjoy the picture settings of it. I love the picture quality. That's my specific usage for me. And so for me, a brighter OLED would be awesome. But is it value then? Is it worth me paying an extra $3,000 or $4,000 for it? So that's the kind of math that we all know, kind of logic that we all should go through, just like the car. If it's too bumpy, it's killing your back, it's not for you. If you like the top off, so we always have to take and give a little of what we want, and then throw the budget in there, and you can come up with what exactly you need. I'm down to help you with any of the comments. I'm about 2 videos behind. This will be my last video of this week. I'll be in Value Electronics Saturday. I'll release that video Saturday night when I get home. I'll be spending the next few days going through your comments. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the community and family. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the comments. Thank you.